thanks.
Moment, the footbridge for Stoney Littleton, Long Barrow is closed, so you've got to take a detour across this little bridge and then back through the field. And it looks like a bad case of Japanese knotweed down here. Here's a little bit of history for you about Wellow. On the 26th of June 1685, the Duke of Monmouth's rebellious forces made their way from Midford to Norton St Philip after failing to advance into Bristol and Bath. Their exact route is subject to conjecture, but it is widely assumed that they would have taken their heavy cannons via the Wellow and Norton Brook valleys rather than tackling the steep ascent to Hinton Charterhouse, and that the Bagridge would have been used as a vantage point for surveying the route ahead. During the Anglo-Saxon and medieval period, Wellow existed as a single ecclesiastical parish from Anglo-Saxon times and first appears in recorded history in the will of King Alfred the Great in 880 AD. In 1117, Henry I granted the ancient churches of Frome in Wellow to Augustine Canon's order. The village church, consecrated in 1372, is described as a masculine rather than refined structure. Keep the story of England alive. EnglishHeritage.org. Please take care exploring this site. Probably between 3800 BC and 3400 BC. Let's go and take a look. Go and have a look inside. Got the torch. Ooh, very low ceiling. Oh, it's been reinforced with some bits of metal and things. Fascinating. And they say they found bones and ashes from cremation in here. Let's go right down to the end. Look at that. It looks like an accident waiting to happen. Try not to touch any of the stones. "5,000 years old. Would you believe it? And it gets a bit taller here as well. Check out how these stones are balanced on each other. Have you ever seen anything like that before? And this is the end. 2 crypts or tombs. Check out those big stones. It'd guess. I would say they came out of the river. Look how smooth they are. And that one as well. And it's been reinforced with bars here as well. So I guess they've done some work on it. And we're right at the end now. And that's 14 feet away from the entrance. Ow. Oh yeah, look at the fossils in the stone. There. So these stones, I'm guessing, are about 200 million years old. And these are probably from when southern Britain was flooded during and after the Ice Age. And then we've got later limestone, probably, I don't know, 20 million years old or something. Lots of fossils in the stone. I believe these were once referred to as serpent stones because the ancient Britons believed that it was a serpent coiled up and cast in rock. Check out that big crack across there as well. And there's a little bit of a bronze, something bronze there. Oh, more bits of bronze, one there as well. Possibly a door or a gate or something. Interesting. And a lovely view of Somerset from on top the Long Barrow. A fine example of a chambered tomb, and you can say that again, it is a very fine example. Stoney Littleton Long Barrow was built over 5,500 years ago by early farming communities as a burial place for their dead, and perhaps also to mark their territory. I might also suggest that there could be some sort of monarchy or dynasty type thing, I'm not sure. This Neolithic chambered tomb was probably constructed about 3800 BC, before Christ, and is one of the country's finest examples, and it's also very little known. It was built from soil and stone quarried nearby, while the large slabs forming the chambers came from outcrops more than 8 kilometres away, and you can see that because there's fossils in them. The Barrow was used for about 2 centuries before the forecourt was filled with stone and the entrance blocked up. This site was discovered by a farmer in 1760. It was fully explored in 1816 when the remains of more than a dozen individuals were found within the chambers. This site was partially restored in 1858 and has been conserved and repaired in more recent times, and it's open for you to come and see it for free. All you've got to do is get here, and there's a little plan with the 7 chambers, the forecourt and the ammonite and the antechamber, which is there, and the 10 metres gives you a clue of how large it is. Here's a little scale up here of the Stone Age, the Bronze Age, and then finally the Iron Age, so you can get some idea of how old it is. So there's Neolithic there. And just a bit of extra film, this was the old derelict building. The long barrow is over there on the hill, so we've walked down the hill, up the other side to the old ruin. Anyway, the old ruin has got a very narrow slit on one side of the wall. Whatever that suggests, it suggests it's old. And it's got the same slits all the way round. I think we'll have to do some more research on this. Oh, something ran off. Don't know, maybe a rabbit. Asbestos roofing. Oh, look at that. Maybe it's just a very old barn. If you just turn it round, you can tell it's blacksmith made by the curl on there. That's lovely. Don't know, 1700, who knows? It's quite nice though. Here we are in the rickety old building. Lovely. So what we've got here are two arches, one there and the other one fallen down there, and then we've got this doorway post here. There should be another doorway post here which matches these doorway posts behind me, which means there was two huge double doors on each side. Thank you very much for liking my video. Please like, share and subscribe. See you again soon.